when you go against a quarterback like Tom Brady as a defensive play caller, do you enjoy that chess match from snap to snap between the two of you?
Yeah, you know it. Just knowing that, he's a ID formation guy, he want to see what you win. He want to make checks. He want to break the huddle real fast. He want to keep a lot of time on the play clock so he can, read the defense. So I think we're going to look forward to, that chess match, playing against a great quarterback. Just looking for the opportunity.
Olivia Ray.
Happy Thanksgiving, Darius. I have two for you. We'll start with, I understand you guys preach the 1-0 mindset and you have all season long, especially on the slow start. Is it even more important right now that you guys have stacked 3 wins together?
Head down, keep digging. I feel like, you've been in a boxing or you've ever been in a fight, you're back against the wall. Sometimes you just got to close your eyes and keep fighting until you hear the bell ring. And I think that's what we're doing. We just, we swinging, getting out that corner and then, just waiting for the bell to ring and then see who wins from there.
All right. And then one for Thanksgiving. What are you most thankful for today on this Thanksgiving Day?
I'm thankful for my family and thankful that, I can, I'm blessed to, do what I love, to support who I love, just being able to, give back as much as possible and put smiles on people's faces and, just being thankful for every opportunity that I get a chance, to step on the field and, do what I love, I guess.
Thank you,
Lara?
sir.
Happy Thanksgiving, Darius. In addition to Tampa Bay coming into Lucas Oil Stadium, you got Robert Mathis coming back to be honored, someone who was a notorious quarterback menace in his days. As a defensive guy, how much motivation do you draw from having Robert and then all of those teammates coming back to celebrate him who were part of such a dominant decade of Colts football?
Oh, man, me and Rob, man, we got a special bond. We came from HBCU, everybody, counting us out. And, Rob came in, he did absolutely everything that he's supposed to do. He was undersized, stuff like that. And, he just beat all the odds. And then, once I came in, he taught me the game, teaching me how to pass rush, stuff like that. So he's that true leader, a great edge rusher. And, with him, I just feel like it's going to be a special moment for him just because how humble he is. And I don't think that he really knows like how great he really is, just because how humble he is. So with him coming back, defensively, I just feel like we got to step up. I always think back to the Miami game when Dwight got into the Ring of Honor. So when the defense guys come back to defense, we got to step up. We got to put on the show for them, especially for a great guy like Robert Mathis, because, this guy deserved the world, and we got to make sure he understands that.
Robert had some epic battles with Tom Brady. Do you feel like you owe it to him to get a strip sack or at least a couple of pressures?
For me, I think everybody in Indianapolis hate Tom Brady. So I think, just getting the win. I think he enjoyed that better. But if we hopefully get a sack or a pressure or something, you gotta show a little bit of respect to Rob Mathis, do his little dance. So I think that's how it's gonna go.
Thanks, Darius.
Joel Erickson.
Happy Thanksgiving, Darius. Frank always talks about how much belief he has in you guys. Is that something you guys can feel? And what does that do when a coach backs up those words?
You ever seen how many times he go for it on fourth down? That's how you know he believes in us. When you got a coach that says, he's going to let his players play and stand behind them no matter what, that makes you want to go out and play your heart out for a coach like that. So we understand, who he is. I remember, I think it was year 1 or year 2 when we went for it on fourth down against Houston. And all you guys, y'all dogged him for that. And, we was happy that he did it. It showed that he believed in us. He believed in everything that we do. So when the coach behind you, that just makes you want to go out and put on your best performance.
Zach Kiefer.
Darius, do you feel like the AFC is wide open right now? Do you guys pay attention to that, or do you just not pay attention to that?
Man, our heads down and digging. That's all we're doing. We're just saying that, we go in, we play our hearts out, and if we win, we stack the wins at the end of the season. We got to make sure we focus 1-0 each week, and that's it. Once you start looking at the outside noise, that's when you get distracted. So we got to make sure that we keep our eyes on the prize.
Chap.
Happy Turkey Day, Darius. What is your appreciation when you see a guy like Zaire do what he does? He's sort of worked his way up, and now he's making plays. What's your appreciation of him?
My appreciation for Zaire, not just as a teammate, but as a brother. Coming in together, seeing the things that he's been through when he started wearing number 97, and then he started on all the special teams, and then he was playing Sam. Then he lost it at Sam. Then he fought his way back at Sam, and now he's splitting reps with EJ. And then every opportunity that he gets, he take full advantage of that. You see it on special teams with the tackles, with the block punts. And then, each week he was getting closer and closer to an interception. And every time he was like, man, I'm getting closer. One day I'm going to catch one. And for him to finally, catch his first career interception, we're happy to see guys like that succeed. He's a true, leader, not just a special team leader, but a great locker room guy, somebody you want to go to war for. And, that's one thing you can talk to Zaire about. No matter who you is in the locker room, he's going to have a conversation with you. He's going to make you feel special. He's going to make sure that you know your job, and he's going to hold you accountable. And that's what, that's what you need in a leader as Zaire Franklin.
Thank you.
Nate Atkins.
Happy Thanksgiving, Darius. Just wanted to ask you about Kenny Moore. I know obviously you're a guy who hunts for turnovers, and he's kind of had a good knack for it as well. So what have you kind of seen out of him over the past couple of years that's led him develop to be a guy that, when he's sitting back there in zone coverage, he kind of has a chance to get after the ball whenever it comes his way?
Man, that's lightning in the bottle. That's what we call him. He's, the smallest thing on the field, but he's finding a way to make plays. That's one thing, they use him as safety, use him in nickel, use him man-to-man, and all the time, he always step up. He got 3 interceptions this year. So every opportunity that he get, to catch a ball, he always does, and he always try to, go to the box with it. So I just commend him of his consistency of, making plays on the defense, and hopefully we can keep that thing going.
Stephen Holder.
Happy Thanksgiving, Darius. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This question has nothing to do with any story I'm writing. I'm just nosy. I saw the Grover Stewart situation with the Wings on Hard Knocks. Have you had them?
I did. Hey, they legit. I can't lie. They legit. His sauce is like one of a kind. He know what to do on the grill now. He came over to the house one time and cooked for all the linebackers and stuff. So he knows what he's doing. He loves the grill. And man, as you can tell, we call him DJ Eat a Lot. So he gotta know what to do. So I just think his food's pretty good. Hopefully he can come over sometime next week, or bring some of them wings back over.
DJ Eat a Lot?
DJ Eat a Lot.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to have to find a way to put that in the story. Thank you very much for that.
Yes, sir.
All right, and the last one here, we'll wrap up with Wells.
Hey, Darius, first of all, I hope you got your sweet potato pie today, man. I wanted to ask you, as a defensive unit, you're on the sidelines preparing for your next series on the field. But when you have the opportunity, what is it like when you see Jonathan Taylor doing what he's doing out there, just running over people and running past people when he's got the ball in his hands? It's amazing, especially coming off of, the first couple games when, nobody talked about our offense, nobody talked about how well he was running the ball. And now that what he's doing, he's putting the league on notice that he's a bad man. And for me to see it as a defensive guy, I'm thankful that I don't got to play against him. He's running DBs over, still forming linebackers, using his speed. He's just a special cat, man. I think a lot of people don't understand, what type of guy he really is as a leader, as a teammate. So hopefully he just continue, to stack these days, and hopefully come out and get about 200 rushing yards each game. And then when you look at it, he's getting more and more carries over the past. He had 32 against Buffalo. And as the season progresses, what's that do for a defense, especially when the offense is sustaining some of these long drives that they're able to have? Mindset is when the offense go out there and they drive the ball all the way down the field, which they do a lot, we as a defense, we got to find a way to get off the field as fast as possible to put their defense back on the field, because we know they're tired. So that's the mindset, especially, when they run the ball the whole time. A lot of guys don't, it's a physical game. A lot of times, a lot of people don't like to play physical. So that's why JT run a lot of people over. So whenever we're seeing that as a defensive unit, we try to dial up everything that we can to get off the field to give our offense back the ball and chew the clock up, and hopefully we stay rested defensively.